Hi, Bachelor Nation. My name is Shelby, and this is my channel, Shelby's Final Rose. Today, I'm going to be diving into Michelle's contestants and giving the men superlatives. So, obviously, these are all my opinions based on watching the show and the men tell all. So, obviously, you form your own opinions and take this with a grain of salt. It's just for fun. Also, I'm going to be going into a little bit of each bio just in case these men make an appearance on Paradise and we need a little refresher. And I have my documents here giving very much Ryan, which if you hear a little shuffling, it's just my notes. So first up we have Joe. Joe is Mr. Basketball, and I'm giving him the most athletic award. He is from Michelle's hometown in Minnesota, and he was crowned 2011 Mr. Minnesota Basketball while in college, so I think this is a perfect superlative for him. Next up, we have Nayte. Nayte lives in Austin, Texas. He works for Indeed, and he just seems like a very committed guy. Nayte may or may not have had an ex-girlfriend on and off again for 6 years, and at age 27, to have something going on for 6 years and to now be ready for marriage, going for Michelle's heart, I'm giving Nayte most likely to never be single. Whether he ends up with Michelle, whether he ends up on Paradise, Nayte will always be grabbing the attention of women after this show. So he is most likely to never be single. Next up, we have my skater boy, Brandon. Brandon is so ready for marriage. His family is very, very supportive. He's from Portland, Oregon, loves basketball, swimming, and hanging out with his little puppy named Little Mac. Brandon is awesome. I just feel like he has a bit of a baby face. So I'm giving Brandon most likely to get ID'd when they're 30 and beyond. Brandon, what's your secret? We all want to know. You look great. Next up, we have Casey. So Casey is one of the oldest gentlemen on the show. He's 36. I feel like he's very mature. He's well-liked. He says it like it is on the Men Tell All, and he just seems like a very respectable guy. So I'm giving Casey Most Liked by Parents award. Next time he brings a girl home, someone that's a music producer from Florida, living in Miami, has his life together, can form his words very eloquently, he's going to be very liked by the parents. That's an awesome award to get. Next, we have Chris S., a little drama starter. So Chris is from New Orleans, and he's actually exactly Michelle's age, 28. In the show, Chris threw everyone under the bus, and he also said that Olu had a small IQ. And when given the opportunity to apologize to a man that you just called dumb and you refuse to take it and say you don't have anything to say, I'm giving Chris the biggest drama king award of the season. Because honestly, that was very disappointing to watch. Just a simple, I'm sorry. He doesn't know what Olu's IQ is, and that's a really low blow. Bro. Next, we have Daniel. So Daniel is an Austin, Texas native. He's a firefighter and also a realtor. So he has a couple things going for him. And I just feel like there's a lot of positive energy that radiates from Daniel. And I'm giving him the Most Likely to Brighten Your Day award. I feel like we didn't get to see everything that Daniel has to offer on the show. So I'm hoping he'll make an appearance on Paradise or something in the future, but hoping for the best for him. Next up, we have our favorite, right? Jamie. Jamie had a little one-on-one with Tayshia and Caitlyn, and he kept saying, "Thank you for asking that question. That is such a great question. Ooh, yeah, thank you." But then when the men said, "Hey, dude, you gonna apologize for the fact that you said that we were gossiping about Michelle and we really weren't?" He was talking in circles, defending himself, couldn't apologize. Doesn't seem like a very genuine guy, and he just seems like a major gossip. So I'm giving him the biggest gossip award of the season. Next up, we have Martin. So apparently Martin has already found his soulmate. Whether or not he had anything going on with this girl before the show is undetermined, but he says that there was nothing going on. He has a history of lying. He does admit that he lied. He's a fitness trainer. So I know it's kind of weird, but as a fitness trainer, I feel like you're always focusing on growth and goals and stuff. So it doesn't surprise me that he admitted that he lied just because that's growth, you know? Like I did lie about something and he's willing to admit that. Um, but he is coming out with a fitness app, and his Instagram is very, very polished to provide you with the best fitness workouts at your home where you don't need a gym. I'm giving Martin the most likely to be Instagram famous award. Next up, we have Olu, one of a fan favorites. Olu's from New Jersey. He has a master's degree as well as a bachelor's degree. He stands up for himself. He's very funny and he has fitness stuff going on and he's a model. I am giving Olu the Beauty and Brains Award of the season. Best of both worlds. I wish him all of the success. And that smile, just so gorgeous. Like, keep going, Olu. You're doing great, honey. You're doing great, sweetie. Next up, we have Pardeep. Pardeep said a few things on the show. A little outraged by something someone said. But Michelle didn't have a major connection with him. And I don't know if we'll be seeing him on other Bachelor franchise type shows. But Pardeep is a Brooklyn native. And he has 2 neuroscience degrees and 1 in neurobiology. So he's a smarty pants. He hosts a science and social justice podcast called Deep Thoughts. And in his Instagram bio, it says he's a video gamer. So he's got a lot going for him. Now I'm giving Pardeep the most likely to be the next Bill Gates. Next up, we have Peter. Buongiorno. Peter is born in New York, but he has a pizzeria in Florida, and he's opening up another pizzeria in Florida. And he's our pizza boy. We love him. He's crazy. A lot of the guys had problem with him and his big personality, but I just kind of feel like that's who he is. Like the Italian in him is just so blah, 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 blah. Peter is most likely to not change at all. Peter is going to be this way. Take it or leave it. He was actually kind of respectful on the men tell all, by the way he defended himself. Yeah, Peter just is who he is, and I think he's just like, why do you guys have a problem with that? I don't know, but do you, boo? Do you, boo boo? Next up, we have PJ, and out of all the bios I've read, PJ's is the most impressive. So he's an Austin, Texas native, former college football player. He now works as a firefighter and an EMT saving our lives. And this is actually really sweet. His family runs the Bakari Foundation, created on behalf of his brother, Bakari, who was killed in Greece in 2017. The foundation provides travel experiences for family who have lost loved ones. I'm very sorry about his brother, but, it's a horrible tragedy. And just with all these amazing qualities of this man, I'm giving PJ most likely to be on the cover of Men's Vogue. Next up, we have Rick. Rick is a very well-spoken man. I actually love the way he speaks, too. Sounds very southern. So I was surprised to find out that he's from Ohio and then lives in LA. But whatever, never know where the accent came from. He is very charming, charismatic. And Michelle called him her little lettuce wrap, which is super cute. He's super open and original, well-liked, everything you would want in a husband. So I'm giving him the most likely to get married first award. He is a little steal here. Rodney, our apple-loving man. I have never seen a Bachelor or Bachelorette show talk about fruit so much than this season. They've carried it all the way through. And, it's cute, but a little overplayed. Rodney is a super well-spoken man. He's a fan favorite. All the people were clapping, Rodney, yes, we love him. He's fun, and he's very supportive of Michelle, even after she dumped him. He's like, I'm Team Michelle, and I want her to find love. Caitlyn and Tayshia hinted that Rodney's going to paradise, which is obvious. If he's not going to be the Bachelor, he's going to be somewhere, because everyone loved him. And because he's going to paradise, I'm going to give Rodney Best person to share a deserted island with award, which is kind of funny. And I think that if you were on a deserted island with Rodney, he would definitely find you some apples. We would not go hungry. Next up, we have Romeo. Romeo is from New York City. He actually went to NYU and Harvard. So this is a little smarty pants. Everything he said on the mental all, he just said all the right things, you know? He was there at the right time. I called him Mr. Diplomat, I wrote down. But I'm giving him the award most likely to save the planet because of how smart he is and how well he carries himself. I think he can definitely help us out. Next up, we have Ryan. Ryan had some documents that everyone was kind of curious about. He sounded very rehearsed at the Men Tell All. So his apology didn't seem very genuine. And he was the one that brought the documents on the show. But he continues to blame his girlfriends that want him to be successful. Like, yeah, we get the story, bro, but take responsibility. It was weird. You can't just say, like, yeah, it was super weird that I wrote down, be super interested in her teaching career. It's not like a 9 to 5. I don't know. I really don't think that this man should get any more airtime, so I would be super confused at why he goes to paradise. I'm giving Ryan the most gullible award. Next up, we have Spencer. Spencer is the only one that I know of that is a dad to an adorable 3-year-old boy, and he has an Instagram full of pics of his toddler and traveling. He was also a basketball player, and he played on a team in Ireland in college. So that's awesome. Something we saw with Spencer was when Tayshia and Caitlin raided his room and said that it was very, very messy. He didn't even unpack. So I'm giving him the most likely to put something off until tomorrow award. And last but not least, we have Will. I wanted to love Will. I really did. Until the opinions started coming out. He has an opinion about everything. He called Peter a narcissist in the very beginning. Obviously, Peter's not going to like that. You created an enemy. He said that Peter's sister is in his DMs. He tagged his pizzeria, may have tagged his pizzeria, and has written bad reviews about the pizza when he hasn't even had it before. That is an extreme red flag. Because as someone who works for a small business, you cannot easily delete Google reviews. They are there, even if the person is just trying to slander you, even if it's a sour employee. He really, really needs to think about that at age 29, his actions, because you're no longer in a mansion with Peter anymore. There doesn't have to be beef. Another thing is on the Men Tell All. I wrote this down. He said to Peter, you have to change your personality. Ladies, we know that we can never change a man. So a man should know that you can never change a man. Really hope he learns that. And I'm giving Will the most opinionated award. Like I said in another video, opinionated people scare me. So you scare me, Will. But I think we will be seeing more of you. So that is actually all I have. I left out somebody, if you can think who it is. It's Clayton. I left him out. I'm going to make a separate video talking about Clayton being the Bachelor. But I had a lot of fun putting these superlatives together and learning some facts about the men that I didn't know before. Because now they're single men and maybe dating other women. So it'd be interesting to see where their lives go from here. And I'm hoping for a lot of success for some of the men. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like some of my superlatives. If you didn't like some of my superlatives, let me know. It helps my channel. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day or night. Bye.